Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago talking energy. Huge update in crude oil today, up just about 2 3/4%, up over $2 from the low to the high, 67.48 up to 69.55. Again, finishing near those highs, but a little bit lower. Part of it was an EIA forecast that came out. The EIA reduced production estimates for the U.S. by about 1.5% overall for the course of 2018-2019. That would take 2019, which would be the important level, down to about 10.7 million barrels, so falling off from that 11 million number that the U.S. had approached. That might have something to do again with some of the infrastructure issues in terms of transporting drilled crude oil from the Permian to the Gulf Coast. And then they also upped their price estimates, which obviously if you reduce supply, price would go up. They're looking at a $69 price target in 2019 with a high $67 average over the course of that year. That drove a little bit of short covering in the crude contract. We also have ongoing OPEC outages. So the fears of OPEC supply disruptions are growing with these outages. One of those was an attack in the Basra region of Iraq, which is where most of the latent crude oil that they're starting to drill, where the foreign oil companies are coming in to drill that oil, is in the Basra region. And there were not rebel attacks, but sort of revolutionaries, so to speak, lower class attacking upper class. They were not able to shut any production down, but it's stoking fears. The ongoing consistency of rebel attacks in Libya to the national oil company, that continues. And then again, the on and off outages in northern Africa. So OPEC outages are a very real thing. And this doesn't even count the potential production coming out from Iran, which despite creative solutions from Iran, so far doesn't seem to be working. We're seeing some of that crude oil come off the market. And then lastly, weather is getting involved again as we approach a very light hurricane season. We got Hurricane Florence heading toward the Gulf Coast, but it is turning up toward the Carolinas, so not likely to hit directly on any refineries or any oil rigs. There wasn't an evacuation of oil rigs last week from Hurricane Gordon, but Hurricane Florence is a stronger storm, and it's really the sort of sit and spin rain that might actually cause a little bit of slowing in some of the upper refinery regions, especially in northern Louisiana. Now, having said that, there's a couple of other hurricanes further out in the Atlantic. There's Helena and Isaac that are forming and right now could be on a trajectory to hit the Texas-Florida Gulf region, which obviously has a lot of oil rigs and refineries as well. So I think a little bit of that is being priced in today as well. Huge update for crude oil today, up almost 2 3/4%, finishing in that $69 handle. This is Bob Iaccino talking crude oil futures from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.